work is done on the computer, sitting in front of people, Zoom, Teams, that kind of thing.
So is your work actually talking to people?
I teach, or train mental health first aid and neurodiversity in the workplace, and I'm a business coach. And that's again.
So you only dress the top half. It's lovely.
This is a Fifi recommendation. Sorry, I shouldn't call you Fifi. But this was one of her recommendations, and I walked into M&S and went, "Oh, yes, please." The only thing I didn't like about it, well, there's two things I suppose now. One, would have loved it a couple of inches longer. And two, it had the itchiest blooming clothing label on the planet that has been cut out. And that's my thing at the moment, is itchy clothing labels. So anyway, where should we start? Start the jacket end. This is one of my current favourites.
Yes.
Very simple, very warm, no collar or lapels. So I do like to wear something with a collar or a neck. So I could, if I wanted to, sneak those two together, because the lengths are more or less about right there. I also have something very similar to this in a chocolate brown sort of colour, and with the collar over the top, the cowl. And I don't do polo necks. I do cowls or turtlenecks. Because
I love the brooch on that jacket.
Oh yes, in honour of my daughter who lives in Wales, who is getting married in June. There will be an outfit required. Right, jacket-wise, I love the idea of like the denim jacket, but I don't particularly like the denim-y type stuff. This jacket was like a military blue-grey, basically too jolly dull, but I got it because it was convenient when I bought it. And these trousers are jeggings, and they were fading, you know, like good old-fashioned faded jeans. So what did I do? Fiona tip. Threw them both through the washing machine, bleached first using the proper pre-dye preppy stuff, and then threw in Dylon's Ocean Blue. And I think the colour's brilliant for me. I just absolutely love it. Yeah, I absolutely love this. And again, this could be worn over jerseys or whatever. T-shirts, it works quite well because there is a bog standard plain white T-shirt that would go underneath that with trousers as well. And then I have for years been looking for a coral kind of jacket. Apparently, is this pink? To me, it's more orange, but who cares? It's the right colour, and it's a style of jacket that I like. And again, it mix and match in and out with whatever's on the go. Another Fiona recommendation, M&Co. This is, you know, I've got a few curves that I like to hide. This is the most forgiving. You know, I admit it looks a little bit like a sack. Try the sacks on, girls. If you want to hide lumps and bumps, go for it.
I wear a lot of dresses at work because they are so forgiving. They hide everything.
But again, any of the jackets over the top will go. I would avoid the blue, but either of those two could be worn with it. I do tend, for more formal occasions, to wear barely black tights with black, like patent court shoes. And that lifts it completely, and then with could go that route with it.
Nice. Yeah,
or
if
if I'm
put green
feeling
in
a
it
bit out
because it's
there.
got the blue in there. Yeah.
Or if I'm feeling a bit out there and I want more contrasty, tuck that one in there. And if I went for that scarf, I'd be probably looking at the coral jacket as well at that point, because they go.
I've noticed my neck is going recently, and I need to look at scarves.
Funny enough, I've got a scarf workshop coming up.
This was a fun purchase. There's a little shop in Hythe Village that used to be called Made in Italy. It's just recently changed its name to something else.
Oh, Made in Italy, they do lovely clothes. I do.
This is one of theirs, and this particular one came with a scarf over the top. So even though I'm not mad keen on boat necks, it's forgiving because it's got its own floppy drapey scarf, and that works as well. They also did, which I got at the same time, another tunic top in just that blue, so I can trade the scarves over as well on that one.
There's some nice little shops in Hyde,
Yes.
isn't there? Yeah.
No wardrobe in my wardrobe will always have a collection of either white or creamy coloured shirts, because again with that length over a pair of leggings it's really comfortable, and I'm not into formal, maybe 20 years ago I was more classic. Yes, I do have a strong classic streak, but I'm more of a lot lazier these days. But
What I find with white and cream is they are transparent, and I don't like people seeing the bra I've got on underneath. Do you wear something underneath?
I wear a lot of bra tops.
Okay.
So it doesn't look like a bra. It's more covering.
Or you could wear a cami.
Yes. Yeah. Sometimes in the summer you don't want it's too much to wear too.
Yeah, it gets too hot.
Yeah.
And also this is polyester, and that in itself is actually quite warm as well. Even if it is under a jacket, for argument's sake. I mean, it does work.
Yeah, I would never put those two colours together, but they do go.
They do work. Yeah. Where else? What else have we got here? Bog standard Carl-neck t-shirt that came from Cotton Traders, and it comes in a whole range of different colours. And every time I see a Cotton Traders catalogue, I think, time to get another.
I got jeans from them, but I didn't think of looking at those tops. Yeah.
Their jeans are really good.
So comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah. And then in terms of leggings, that's a more formal pair. Well, it's because it's got a pinstripe through it, and that. But again, take that, put on the shirt, pull in a jacket, hair presto, off we go.
Or
So the flexibility's there.
Or what I would do is you could put a scarf over that shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Just bring the colour up.
Yes. Oh, instead of the jacket. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a bit warmer.
Mix and match. And then my favourite pair, again, this is probably the darkest blue that I'll go to, where I can. But because my view is that because it's away from my face, as long as I get the top right, it works. I'll get away with it.
Yeah.
And that's the grand tour through.
So how many outfits could we make out of how many items have you got there?
Okay, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay.
Right, 11 items. Obviously some are tops and some are bottoms, but let's
so
have a look.
if we take the dress as one,
Yeah. Dresses
But
are less versatile.
we could add that jacket or that jacket.
That's 3.
Yeah. You can.
So it could be on its own or with
Yeah.
2 different jackets.
And with the scarf, you changed it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 3 outfits. And
At
we had
least.
11 items, yeah. So that's
Okay. Where are we? We've got that. Now that what I like about that is I could actually wear it over a pair of tights.
Mm.
So if I was wearing like a heavy tight, I could also wear it over a pair of leggings if I wanted to. So there's 2 possibilities.
But ultimately, that's either a dress or a tunic.
yeah,
Whatever.
tend to
So you're wearing it on its own, basically.
yeah,
It's too thick a material to have any of your jackets over it,
Yeah.
I would suggest,
Yeah.
out of what you've brought. So we're just going to count that as one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. Then either of the trousers with the plain t-shirt
So we've got,
with any one of those jackets.
yeah, so we've got the t-shirt with the, what colour are they? Brown? Black? I can't really see.
It's
Grey.
It's a dark grey.
Dark grey. Right, so that's one outfit. Then you've got the t-shirt with the blue.
Yeah.
So that's 2 outfits. And then you've got, and like you say, if you were to wear, you've got the pink jacket, the blue jacket and the cream.
Yeah.
So that's another 3, because it will be an additional
And do
thing.
the same with the cowl neck as
And
well.
the same with that. So we added 5 with that one top.
Yeah.
And so we'll add 5 with the other.
The other
So
one.
we're now on 10.
Then there's that jumper over either of the trousers.
Again, that's really, I would say it was a dress jumper thing.
Well, it's long enough.
Yeah.
But I tend to wear leggings of some sort underneath.
Yeah. So that would be 11, and you could wear that 12 with the
That will go with
pink.
that
Yeah,
jacket.
12, 13, 14
And
with
then
those 2 jackets. Yeah, that's it. I think you've kind of done it. So that's 14 outfits out of 11 items. Not bad.
That's good.
Yeah. So when you're packing, Nicola,
Oh, don't.
that's how you can think, is put on a rail, if you've got a rail or somewhere, everything that you want to take. Yeah. Everything that you want to take. And then say, right, what will this go with? How practical is it?
Yeah.
If you're trying to reduce your luggage for the amount of time you're there, just think about what you're going to be doing, you know, warmth, or, you know, what the weather's going to be like, what activities you're going to be doing, but have a think about that, and you can then reduce it, because otherwise, I don't know about you lot, but I wash it all to take it, and I iron it. Of course, you get it out the other end, and it still needs a bit of an iron, really.
And then when you bring it home, you throw it all back in the wash anyway.
Whether
worn
you've
or
worn
not.
it or not,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah.
it's not doing the environment any good, all this washing and your time to wash and iron it as well. So yeah, this is.
But your tops you'd only want to wear once unless you wash them on holiday.
Well, it depends. I mean, I don't exert myself that much to me. I might wear mine more than once without needing to wash it. It depends. You know, some of my things are quite durable.
I find what helps is to colour scheme
Yes,
for the holiday.
absolutely.
When I went to Cyprus, it was turquoise, whites and blues.
Mm.
When I went to India, it was creams and citruses.
So that's the other thing I was going to say, is how many colours has Susan got there? So she's got a blue theme going on, she's got a white or a white theme and a cream theme, but actually she's only got one pink. You know, she's kept it quite tight, apart from the scarves. She's kept it quite tight on the number of colours, but that's another thing to think of. The more colours you introduce and less they go with everything, then you are a bit more limited.
Yeah. I mean, I find it easier if I know I'm going somewhere and I know it's going to be hot. And that tends, for me, to be easier because you're just taking shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah,
And
and a couple of dresses for the
And
evening.
a couple of dresses for the evening. But particularly when we're going to Spain, it could be warm and sunny
Well, just
of an
check.
afternoon.
Sounds
But
like
the,
it's going to be
the forecast
So it's
is
about
rain,
layers.
but it isn't always.
Yeah.
It changes. I mean, I know Valerie said that it was sunny suddenly in an afternoon. So that means then you've got to think about layers so that you're warm and you're dry, but then you can be cooler if the sun comes out. That's where I struggle.
So with what Susan's got there, you know, that shirt that she was showing us, that long shirt, you see, you could have a t-shirt underneath that. So you could have your shorts and t-shirt, but you could have that to throw on if it got a bit cooler. You know, not necessarily a jacket or a jumper, but because it's lighter to pack. So that's the other thing when you're packing, is considering how things travel in the case. I mean, my mum was brilliant at this for getting things that didn't need ironing. Literally, you could pull it out the other end and you wouldn't know.
And roll, don't fold.
Yeah, and the
But
rolling
going to
don't
Spain,
fold.
you're probably just going with 10 kilos, aren't you? Carry on.
Yes, I think we are.
Yeah,
Oh, right, so
I
this-
tend to
No,
for a
we've
week.
got one case in the
Hold.
Oh.
in the hold because I can't buy any sun cream out there. I can't buy
Oh, right.
any moisturisers out there, so I need to take what I need to use and I don't
Decant it into little
on
bottles,
most
yeah.
of it I do, but there's certain things you can't decant because they dry out.
Yeah,
So we've got one in the hold.
yeah. I just buy my creams, sun cream out there.
Yeah, I can't do that. I
And
can't use that.
deodorant and things,
Yeah,
hair,
do that.
hair stuff,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I'm fortunate then I can just get away with my face moisturiser in my little carry-on bag.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.